Yeah, hi, my name is Stephen Meyer. I'm the new executive director of Salt Lake City 911. I just started with Salt Lake City 911 in November. I came from a small town in Alaska called Kenai. That's about 3 hours from Anchorage, where I was running a dispatch center there. It's obviously a much different landscape and different feel here in the big city compared to Kenai. It was a much smaller town, but I'm super happy to be here. I work with a great group of people. Our management team, our dispatchers, everybody that I've encountered has been very supportive and is all in on our mission to, provide great service to our citizens.
What makes dispatch in Salt Lake City unique?
We have so many agencies that surround us that we have to coordinate with daily to make sure that our citizens get the help that they need. We also dispatch for the city of Sandy as well. It's not just Salt Lake City. So then there's that logistical challenge that we have to, interact with these different pieces all over the place. And it really is challenging sometimes. And then being the capital city, that presents its own unique challenges. We deal with a lot of high level dignitaries. We deal with big events that a lot of these other cities don't have to deal with. It really presents a challenge, not just on a law enforcement fire side, but also for a communication side. Communications is really the most important piece when it comes to police and our first responders, because they rely on us to get them that information. So our people have to know the city, they have to know the policies, and they have to know how to help people. And that's what the men and women of this department do every day. Sometimes they work 14 to 16 hours a day to make sure that our first responders are well served, as well as the callers and visitors to our city.
What's the acute need that dispatch has right now that you're looking to fill?
Dispatch as a whole, I'm talking on a high level, across the country, type deal here, is always short staffed. It is, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It is a hard job, and it's not for everybody. A lot of places, they don't pay well. I'm pleased to say we actually, with the support of the administration, just had a significant raise for our dispatchers. So, at this point, we need people, and we really would like to have experienced dispatchers, but we will take and train anybody that's willing to step up and help their community. If somebody out there is listening and wants to apply, I encourage them to go on the Salt Lake City website, apply for a public, safety dispatcher position, and we will train you, and we'll make this isn't just a job, it's a career. Dispatchers are the first responders. When somebody calls because their loved one's having a heart attack or they're sick, it's not the firefighters that's the first responder, it's the dispatcher that teaches them how to do CPR over the phone. So, this is really one of those jobs where you can make a difference every day.
Is there anything people who are watching this and might want to apply, is there anything they should know before they do that?
I alluded to it earlier, but this is a very tough job. You will hear things that you wish you hadn't heard. And we don't try to sugarcoat that or hide that. During the application process, we will play calls for you that are very tough to hear. And the reason we do that is not because we want to scare you away or we don't want you to work for us, but we want you to understand what the commitment is. And we want you to understand what you're getting into. Like I said, there's very few jobs out there in the world where you have the potential to be the difference that somebody has. You can be the reason somebody is alive today versus not alive. You can be the reason somebody got out of an abusive relationship. You can be the reason that somebody didn't get their car stolen. You can be the reason somebody didn't, get, killed, or somebody, didn't get something stolen from them. You can make such a difference in people's lives in this profession. And that's what we try to drive home during our training process, is that you get what you put into this job. You get out of it what you put into it. So, I ask that anybody that wants to apply for this, that they do, and just have an open mind and be willing to work hard and really be willing to be that difference that we're looking for.